Hi, welcome back to Brad's Shipyard. In this video, what I'm doing is I'm covering the USS Constitution model that I'm building, the Revell 196 scale version. And in this video, what I'm doing is I'm actually just painting the hull mainly. There are some parts that I'm going to hold over to another video, and that's going to be the intricate part of the front of the hull, all the decorative painting. I'm going to go ahead and hold that off. I'm going to try something new, and if it works, then I'll post that. If not, then I'll paint it the way I usually paint it, which would be basically with a toothpick. Then of course I'll have some touch up, and in the next video I'm hoping to go ahead and get the hull glued together, but we'll see how that works. The videos I'm doing, the reason why I'm showing what I do, and it's all going to be in pretty much fast forward, is simply because I want people that have a disability to see, you know, and people may be already doing this in much better than me. I would not doubt that, but at least showing that you can do this, and it's relatively easy enough to do once you put your mind to it. So there's just a matter of finding out how to do it and overcoming that disability. So that's basically the theme of my videos, and that's what I really want to do. Is I just want to relay the fact that I'm doing the work, and you see me doing the work, and I know it's boring to watch sometimes, but it's really for encouragement. So hopefully I've encouraged somebody. Hopefully this you go out there and you buy a model and you get busy on it, because I'm afraid that modeling in itself is a dying craft, and I don't want to see it die. I love it, and other people do too. So now I'm going to show you the difference between you know, the black plastic. I see a lot of people who have done this particular model. This is the USS Constitution, the 196 Revell 196 scale Revell model. And I want to show you the difference between what I've done and what I think a lot of people do. A lot of people don't go and paint the hull black because it's molded in black. But what I did was I painted it, and I don't know if you can really see it good enough right here. You see me remove the plastic, but I painted above the water line here black, and the black I used, see if I can find it, right here. Black I used is, let me zoom in a little bit here, because I'm not sure if you guys can actually see it. Yeah, that actually kind of shows it, the difference between this right here is the painted surface and the non-painted surface. Now all this is down here is going to be copper, but this right here is the satin black from Rust-Oleum, and this is a spectacular paint. It has some durability. It really holds up. I have this stuff painted on something on the outside of my house, and it's been up there for a couple years now, and it has not faded. So it's in the direct sunlight. It is an awesome paint. That being said, you know, to hit those curvatures and all that, I had to tape it up pretty good,
And if you remember in the beginning of, I think in the introduction part of it, right here, you see where the tape is. You see it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom of the cannon ports. Now, on a general basis, and on the Constitution as it stands right now, that is the case. It does. The white does come down to the bottom of the cannon ports. But on the Revell model, there is a channel right here, and I really, to my eye, it does not look good to have on this model, to have that white come all the way down to the bottom of the cannon port. So what I did was I painted over the white right through there, and you can't tell that it was white underneath that where I painted over with black. So I'm going to unveil the white channel, and I'll have to do some touch up on that channel. Some of the tape didn't hold when I was actually spray painting it, so it is going to have some black overspray, but the channel itself, I'll tape up the channel and I'll be able to paint that channel with no problem. So let me go ahead and continue doing that. Right there. Like I said, I don't know if you can see that or not. It's kind of dark in this room right now. I haven't been able to go out and get any lights to make it better lighting, but right, you see that little overspray right there. But you see how the white channel's turning out? It's not bad. Not bad at all. This one I don't like laying it down. I want to paint this on such a hard surface without having something underneath it. I don't have anything. Okay, so I'm back. What I didn't want to do is I didn't want to turn this down on the painted surface that I have. What I've painted on this hard surface and get the paint all scratched up. So I should have thought of that before. But I'm just going to lay a towel down here, remove objects from underneath. Here we go. Now this is the other side of the model, and this is the gun deck. So the walls in the Constitution as she stands now is actually painted white inside here. Now I've seen guys take and build out the areas around the cannon ports and along these walls with styrene or some kind of plastic, and they make them look real thick. And that's all fine and dandy, but honestly, once you get the deck in here and you put the top deck on, you're never going to see this, not unless you light this this area up through here. And of course the captain cabin, there's a lot of work that gets done in the captain's cabin that could also get covered up too if you don't light it up. And I'm up in the air about lighting it up. I think it's a great idea. Getting into the fiber optics. It's just I don't know if I'm going to do that. Probably should. Don't know if I will. But just in case, I did paint this white, and I got a little bit of touch up to do because of the way it was sprayed behind these little stems. But honestly, you're not really going to see that overall. And of course, there's some of these little notches where the gun port doors go in that I need to clean up as well. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. This should have protected it. The tape right here should have protected it from some overspray from the black that I was doing on the other side. What I do is I did this in, for all intents and purposes, how many stages? Let's see here. I painted the white. That's one stage. Taped up the outside. Painted the top above, taping off the channel on the white channel on the other side. So that was another stage. And then I taped it up like this. Go ahead and hit the bottom stage. So that's third stage. And then the fourth stage, I'm going to be hand painting the copper on. I'll be using an antique copper. I won't be using the like an enamel type copper on it. Then I got to paint some detail, like on the front, on the bow right here. All the decorative detail up here and around the captain's cabin around here. I got to paint all that stuff on both sides of the hull, so that it's each side of the hull is going to get like a 4-stage paint job. I'm going to use my belly to pull this tape off. There we go. That's how I taped up and painted the hull. And really truthfully, she's looking good. I mean, there's some overspray. There's some places I need to tighten up. Honestly, because I could have painted that over black. I could have that white channel. Let me flip this thing around. Could have painted the channel over with black, and then gone back and spray painted or painted with a brush the white channel. And perhaps, hindsight being 20/20, maybe that's what I should have done. But it'll be easy enough for me to go ahead and hit this with a brush, and I have to hit it with a brush because, well, I don't really have to. I mean, I could use a dull coat on that. I'll still have to hit it with a brush because of the overspray. But for the most part, I'm kind of using that as a primer, if you will. The black is with white is extremely difficult to cover up. You'll have to keep painting the channel until you're satisfied with the way the white looks without the black bleeding through. So with this white being here, even if I scuff it up a little bit with a little sanding stick, maybe I can go ahead and rough it up just enough where I can paint over it and still use this as a primer. And that's basically the thought process. But I know you can barely see it, but there is a huge difference between the top part right here, the black I painted up there, and the original black plastic it was molded in. And I know I see a lot of guys do that black. Don't even paint the black. But using this paint right here, the satin from the black satin from Rust-Oleum, it is a sharp looking paint. It really is. It's the same paint I used on the Christopher gel. So let me go ahead and get the other side done. I'll probably fast forward through this part.